And welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here is Sue McMillan. Hey, Sue, how are you today?
I'm great, Kayden. How are you?
Doing good. So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and how you got into music.
Well, let me think. I'm a songwriter and producer. I live in London, and I am originally from Australia. And I kind of just fell into music, I guess, just by starting to kind of write songs um, and do it myself. Did a little bit of some artist stuff, but then kind of realized that songwriting was where my passion was really lying, and production and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I fell into it. And then just wasn't long, I think, until I found that I was really interested in country music, which I'd not really been aware of too much growing up. So, and then, the love affair started and off I went. Yeah.
What do you most enjoy about music?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think I enjoy the connection with people, the way you can connect with people. Collaboration as well is always great fun. But yeah, music has a special way of connecting to people, I think. So I think that's probably one of the things I really love about it.
Do you have any new singles or any upcoming projects that we can look forward to, Sue? Kind of tell us a little bit about that, if so.
Yeah, let me think about it. I'm working on a couple of new tracks at the moment. Working on a new song for an artist out here called Poppy Fardell. A track's called Double Denim. I think she's probably going to release that early next year, which is great. I'm also producing an EP with a kind of gospel soul artist out here as well. So a bit outside the country remit, but so that's going to be out as well next year. And just writing quite a few songs with different people. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll make it onto their releases. So yeah.
Mhm. What exactly made you that wanted to be a musician and a songwriter?
Initially, I think it was because I couldn't play anyone else's songs, so I decided to make up my own. But I think it was, I don't know. I just really kind of liked the craft of writing a song and putting it together, and it was just an enjoyable process, I think. And I kind of fell into it. The production, I kind of fell into it because of the songwriting. You just start doing everything yourself, don't you? And before you know
Right.
it, you're producing. Yeah. So that was
Mhm.
pretty much it, I think, for me. Yeah.
And that's the thing about being independent too. And I think it's pretty neat that you're also a producer too. And I see all the equipment behind you. So,
Yeah. So yeah. I've been working
mhm.
on one of the songs tonight. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's kind of it's a wonderful thing to be able to do. And I think it's also a really good string to the bow, to kind of have as a songwriter, is to be able to do production, create demos for people when you're working with them,
Mhm.
etc. So that's really good. Yeah.
Describe your favorite and least favorite part about being a musician and a songwriter.
Ooh, let me think. Favorite thing. I think just music and being able to create, I think, is the favorite thing. I think everyone that does music is a fan first and foremost. We
Mhm.
really we love music because this is what we do. It's probably why you do your show as well.
Right.
Love
Mhm.
music, all the rest of it. So I think that's just being able to do what you love or have a part in what you love is amazing. um the worst part, I don't know if it's a worst part. I think it's probably, um I think sometimes having to do the business side as well
Mhm.
as the creative side. I think sometimes we probably like to do a little less business and a bit more creating, but it's the nature of the beast. So it's okay. It's manageable, isn't it?
Right. Mhm. The business part, I don't think would be considered bad because that's how you get to the creative part of things. But
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, we've got to earn a living. I think the way that
Yeah.
music is respected these days, or in some situations, I think devalued, especially with all this stuff going on with streaming companies and royalties and things at the moment. Um, I think that's probably the worst part for me at the moment. Is just seeing how little art, I think, in general, is being valued by some people these days. Yeah.
Mhm. What does a typical day look like for you, Stu?
Well, I could have a writing session. So there may be kind of a writing session involved. There may be a demo that started on that same day, or maybe it's just a work tape on an iPhone kind of thing, voice memo. and then it's probably creating a demo, or if I'm producing a song, sometimes I'll have people in the studio, sometimes I'm working on my own, and it'll be just working towards things. So that's generally it, and then going out to see live music or gigs in the evening sometimes, supporting the artists that I work with as well. So that's probably about it, and every now and again a writer's round if we're lucky.
Mhm. If you could go open a show for any artist or work with any artist for songwriting, who would it be and why?
I always have trouble with these things because there's so many cool people out there, so many amazing artists. So for one person, that's a really good question. I would probably say I'd love to write with somebody like Brandy Clark. I think I really like her style of writing, and I think her music is amazing, and I think she probably brings something to the sessions that maybe might not be something I'd normally do, which would be great. So I think that'd be really interesting to see how that would turn out.
Absolutely. And I know you mentioned a little bit that you work with other people. Can you tell us a little bit on who you work with, other artists, or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I've worked mainly with UK artists over here, for writing and production sort of stuff. I've been working with an artist called Jake Morrell over here, another artist called Emily Faye. She was, I think, a Rolling Stone one to watch, I think, at one point. And I think Jake has been the UK Country Music Award. He got it for the best male, I think, last year, so that's great. And Poppy Fardell, as I mentioned, as well. Joe Martin's another guy that I kind of work with and write with out here as well. These are all amazing people, and there's many more, I guess, over here in the UK. And then over in the States, written with a few people. Jill Colucci, I don't know if you know her, but she's one of the writers that wrote Travis Tritt songs, Anymore, and I'm Gonna Be Somebody. I think you're frozen.
Oh,
you have frozen.
Well, I'm here. So anyway, I think I have spoken with Jake.
Can you hear me, Kayden?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm still here. Oh, now I lost you.
No problem.
Absolutely. And, I definitely think I've spoken with Jake Morrell before, to be honest, Sue. His name sounds so familiar. It does. So we have spoken with Jake, but the other ones I don't think I've heard of.
Yeah, there's a couple of others as well, like Holloway Road and Jade Halliwell as well. There's so many great, talented artists coming up through here. And in the States, there's been lots of different people that I've written with. So like Jill Colucci, who's become a really good friend. She's written some number ones for Travis Tritt and for Winona back in the day. And people like Kenny Foster, Chris Hausman, all these great people out there that I've kind of been fortunate enough to write with and stuff. So, and I look forward to doing many more when I get back out there again.
What do you like doing outside of music for like hobbies and interests, Sue?
Oh, hobbies and interests. Well, I love films. I love good food, I guess. Sports and stuff. So I play a bit of tennis at the moment, things like that. And just enjoying the nature and a bit of travel when I can. Like the rest of the world, we're waiting to get back on planes. So yeah,
absolutely. With this whole COVID thing, it's been up and down. So
yeah, it certainly put a lot of people's travel plans on hold for the moment, but understandably so. We want to try and keep everyone safe. So yeah, absolutely.
What is one message that you would like to give your fans or anyone listening, Sue, or watching?
Oh, one message. I just think keep supporting music, music that you love, enjoy it, go and support the artists out there, I think, as much as possible as well. In turn, that supports everybody else who's behind them. And yeah, I think that's it. And just stay safe, I think, is the main thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy.
I totally agree with that. Is there anything else that I forgot they'd like to share with us today?
No, I don't think so. I think just kind of keep an eye out and follow me on my socials if you'd like to. I think normally it's Sue McMillan or Sue McMillan UK. People can usually find me by that. On like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that sort of thing. And just to stay safe, stay healthy.
Very important.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, you're very welcome. And like I said again, it's very important right now to stay safe. So very wise.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And hopefully we'll all come out of this very soon. And we can enjoy traveling around again and seeing people. Yeah, for sure.
Well, again, I just want to say a huge thank you to Sue for joining me right here on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. We truly appreciate your time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Kayden. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me on.